right, so I'm here with Sandra. Sandra, how old are you?
I'm 56 years old.
Are you originally from Arizona?
No, I'm from California, actually.
What part of California are you from?
Fresno. I was born in Fresno. But see, when I was very young as a baby, I was adopted out. My mom was only 16 when she had me, and it was in Fresno, and she had to give me up at a very young age because she couldn't take care of me, because back then in the 60s it was taboo, kind of like so bad thing to have babies and not have been married. So yes, I was adopted out. But my parents are both dead though, deceased.
What brings you out here to Arizona?
Well, actually, my boyfriend, well, the one I've been married to, actually I'm not married to originally, but for 24 years I've been with him, and his mom and his sister, actually his sister, brought us out here because she actually stole our children from us, and so we ended up being homeless, and me and my boyfriend are trying our best to get an apartment, but we can't get one because they're so damn expensive. They're like $1,400 for a 2-bedroom, and we're trying our best to get a place. So it's a bad thing, and my husband and I are trying to get a place.
So you're homeless right now?
Yes, yes.
How long have you been homeless for?
About 13 years.
13 years?
Yes.
What do you do out here to survive?
I just, basically, I'm going to be blunt.
So you do dates out here?
Yes, I do.
How dangerous is it doing that type of work?
Very dangerous. I've been raped 6 times. I've been raped 6 times, but actually, I've been raped 6 times, but I haven't been lately because I've been very more careful. But I just heard a friend of ours that just died. Somebody killed my friend. It was a very bad accident. They cut his head off and just cut him into pieces, and it was a sad thing.
Where did that happen, out here?
Yeah, it happened on behind the Pet Boys on 23rd Avenue in Thomas. So it was a sad thing. It was our best friend. And so it's hard living out here. But I've been doing it, me and my husband, and we're trying our best to live out here. It's very dangerous though.
Do you mess with any substances out here?
Yes, I do. Booze and G, I mean. Yes.
And how long have you been into the substances?
I've been using blues and G for about G since the 90s, and blues for about a year.
At what age did you start dabbling in that?
I started when I was 13.
When you were 13?
Yes.
How did you start at 13 years old?
Well, actually, I started smoking when I was 9 years old. From smoking, it turned to smoking marijuana. In school, I was drinking at an early age, and like I said, I was sexually abused when I was 7 years old by my stepdad. So I really didn't give a crap about anything but getting high and screwing up in school at first. But now I'm very smart because I went into a shelter when I was pregnant with my son, Ashton, which he's adopted out now in Michigan. I was pregnant by his stepdad. But anyways, yeah, and it was very hard on me. Yeah. So yeah.
How was your childhood growing up?
We were like we were doing at a young age, even though I was sexually abused. I told my mom and stuff. But at first, it was okay. We were not poor, but we were rich. We were middle class. When my dad and mom was together, and we did a lot of traveling when we were young kids and to different places in the state. We have a lot of family in Bakersfield. That's where I resided. And then when I got married, we moved to Michigan. My ex-husband, I'm divorced now though.
Did you ever get to meet your biological father?
Never.
Never?
Not my mother either.
You never knew him?
Not my mother or my father, biological parents.
So,
my brothers back in Bakersfield did. Both my brothers met their moms. I don't know about their dads, but they met their moms. I never did.
So you don't know your mom either?
No.
Your biological mom?
No. Or my dad, no.
Okay, so this was an adopted mom that you're talking about?
Yes. Yes. My stepfather sexually abused me. My mom didn't. It was my stepfather.
Now, how did that happen? So you ended up in the system?
When I was younger, no. Not end up in a foster home, no. My mom just divorced my dad, and we just lived without my father, which is my mom and me and my other 2 brothers.
Yeah.
In Bakersfield. So I met my first husband, and then I got married and moved into Michigan.
So you said you've been through 2 programs, right? You're trying to get off the substances right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into a program. It was a CBI program where I'm going to go into a substance abuse program, and I'm waiting for a bed right now as we speak. And I hope to God it helps, because being out here in the streets is very hard. It's okay right now because I get through it because I'm doing, but that's no kind of life. I don't have my kids right now, and then because of the drugs, I don't have my children, and I want my kids back. I want my family back, and we were good in Michigan until all that stuff happened with his sister, but we were still doing drugs really hard.
How many kids do you have?
I have 5 boys.
5 boys?
Yes.
What are their ages?
Their ages are 34 and 32. They live in Michigan with my ex-husband. I've been divorced since 2005, and I have a son who was adopted out, but his father didn't want him. And when I was pregnant, so I told his father to go stepping, and I kept the pregnancy, and I had the baby in Michigan, but I gave him up to a family, and he's with a family down there in Michigan.
Do you ever talk to them? Do you keep in contact with them?
My 2 older kids want nothing to do with me because they know I've been doing drugs a lot. My son Ashton, I don't know. I haven't heard from him in I haven't heard from him in like at least 10 years, 9 years. It's been a long time since with all my children because I'm still doing drugs and I gotta get off my drugs. So I get off drugs, I'm probably not gonna be able to, really get much time with them until then. So that's why I'm trying to get into a substitution program.
Well, that's good that you're trying to get clean.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
What do they have you on a waiting list right now?
Yes, at CBI, and then waiting for a bed.
Okay, yeah. So they don't have beds right now.
No beds. No.
How big is that facility?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I just heard about it. She told me about it. Ladies from CBI came to me, and she told me about it. But I know CBI works with the police, so I'm kind of scared with it. Kind of. So.
Why is that?
I don't know. I heard they work with the police.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of don't like it, but I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah. Do you have any warrants and stuff like that?
No warrants. No, I did my time. I did my time for a paraphernalia offense. But my husband just got back out of jail. We got busted behind a building, but my husband just got arrested for a gun charge and some pills. But he's out now. But he's on probation for 3 years.
How long did you do in prison?
10 months.
10 months?
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was terrible.
Terrible.
I mean, it's better than jail though, because jails here they suck because they don't feed you. And I was getting too skinny, and I would tell them they were killing me in there. I had to go to prison because at least they fed me. But I did my time. Now I'm out.
Sandra, if we have any younger viewers and they're thinking about running the streets or trying substances, what kind of advice would you give them?
No, do not do it. Don't start. It's a bad thing. It's not good. My kids, thank God, my kids are not, that I know of, are not doing it now as we speak. But they were doing. My son, well, all I know is my son Zeke, my oldest son, almost died from addiction, and I'm glad that he's off it now and he's good. He's well. My kids graduated from school. Do not do it because you want to graduate from high school, want to graduate from all your classes, you want to be do as good as you can in school. I give you that advice. Do it, kids. Do as good as in school as you can. Don't start doing drugs because there's no life in here in the streets. There's no life for any kind of child. When I do, I try not to do. I don't do it around the schools. I don't do it around the children, and I don't do it around any kind of kids facilities. I try to stay away from those places, and I do discreetly, very discreetly, because I know my kids would not like that if I did that in front of them. So I try not to. I try to be really discreet with using and around children, young kids, and teens. So if your parents are out there, please keep a real close eye on your kids, and discipline. I know it's hard to discipline because if you discipline too hard, they're going to think you're beating your kids, and they'll have a CPS custody going on and starting out. So, and just try your best to stay off them if you can. That's the advice I give you.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
Are you okay with me putting this on my YouTube channel?
That's fine.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations,
yes.
Do you have any email or anything
yes,
that
I
you
do.
want to put out there?
I don't have a Cash App right now, but I do have an email, and I will get a Cash App soon as I get a phone. Every time I get a phone, it seems like they're stealing all my stuff. I've had all my stuff stolen before. Me and my husband's had everything stolen, and I just got stuff again. So I'm starting to get all my stuff back, clothes and stuff. I need clothes. I need money. Any kind of money donation you can please. I will be very grateful. God blessing to you if you could do that for me. And I bless all you, and I hope that these teens and kids do not start doing like I did, because I really wish I never would have started doing them, because I would have had better. I know I had a better life, and God knows that I'm gonna get off these soon. So yeah, I have an email address. It's LOBERT slobert08@gmail.com.
Just in case one of your loved ones gets to see this interview or stumbles upon this interview, do you have any words that you want to tell them?
Tell them I love every one of my family in Bakersfield. I love you. My brothers Mark and Jeff, I love you. To my sister Barbara and Mary, and that's it. But my sister Susie, I don't have nothing to do with you anymore, because I know you don't love me and you screwed up our relationship. I'll never have no relationship with you. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't want no relationship with you. But Barbara and Mary, yes, I hope to God you see this. And all my nieces and nephews, I love you and goodbye.
All right, thank you, Sandra.
You're welcome.